Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome to a brand new series you've heard of: Falls Town, Falltopia, Oil Town, Fish Town. And guys, it just gets even more creative. Welcome to SnowTown. Yes, I know. Guys, a brand new series where we're going to be creating a world, a city, a paradise in these treacherous, icy conditions. But as always, this wouldn't be a Seniac series if there wasn't a slight twist to it. This is the map that we're working with. Before we get into all the details, you can kind of see the little gist of it right now. We got these nice big mountainous regions that are going to be used for our little twist. I'll get to it in just a second. We got the highway running through. We have the icy cold river cutting through the middle. And a lot of the natural kind of borderline edges is like submersion the water. That's going to be part of the fun, trying to kind of create something out of it. On the opposite side of the river, we have all these lakes and rivers running towards us as it pretty much goes in both directions to like, which I feel like is like a sea opening. Really, quite weirdly. We have another highway over here. We have some yellow patches. Don't worry, it's not yellow snow as much as it kind of looks like yellow snow. It's actually the farmland. And we got some more mountainous regions too. Now, the twist. The freaking twist, boys, of SnowTown. I've got a couple of DLCs. We're going to be using the normal kind of snow stuff that you kind of get with building a snow map and whatnot. And it is that kind of like ski stuff. But I've downloaded a couple of mods, boys. I've downloaded a couple of mods right now. Which, I've already forgotten where they are. Hold on. You go to the ski slope, the cable cars, you've got ski slope stuff. You go to the tourist section, there's all ski spawners and ski staging, and we can do actual ski slopes and watch people actually go down them, which would be quite interesting if you know what I mean. And we're going to incorporate all of this stuff as well, all the fire pits, the all the ski lodges. This is all some of the other DLC stuff as well that I got off the workshop. The resorts and that kind of log cabins and hot spas and whatnot. We're going to really try and create a beautiful tourist industry based in SnowTown. It is going to be amazing. Now, I've never built or never used a snowy map when building a city, so this will be my first time doing it. I know I gotta do stuff like heating, because it is cold right now. It is currently minus 20 degrees Celsius. Not Fahrenheit, Celsius. That is cold. That is enough to freeze the old barnacles. Guys, if you do enjoy this, I want to see more of SnowTown, and please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new here, then make sure you subscribe so you're notified when that next episode comes out, boys. But we're going to get into it. Now, I'm not too sure when I'll be able to start building the ski resort. I'm going to get all the fundamentals up and running first to make sure that we are, one, making money. Things are ticking over quite nicely before then I start experimenting with that industry. There's already lots of things I want to do, like I want to kind of create this as one whole island there, finish all this as one whole island, create some nice downtown bridges over. Oh, it's going to be so damn good. So damn good, I tell you. But we kind of need to get rocking and a-rolling first. Now, what's different from some of the other series that we've done recently is this has a land connection. There's normally islands we've been working with. So at least we kind of get to play around with different types of imports of bringing people in and out. But I'm not too sure how I'm going to do the highway connection just yet. So I think for now, we'll just kind of keep it really, really basic. But we'll start building something glorious right now. Right, so let's go for the medium roads to begin with, as we do like a central section. I don't know how trees are going to work through this. Let me just kind of drop something down here. How do trees look? Oh, they're all icy, boys. They're all icy right now. Right, we'll go with that. So that is then going to be our like little main drag into this small little snow town that we are now initially are creating. Nice. And we'll now use a point. I'm not too sure where this point will be, but we go up by 11. Because going up by 11, when you go next to it and you maximize the spacing, and we'll go across by, oh, that was perfect, by 50. And what we'll do quickly right now is we'll create a generic little grid. Like that. There we go. How much have I got? I got 700,000 anyway, so I'm kind of okay for the most part. And go up by 11 here. So we're creating our generic little grid. The music sounds really loud in my ears. There we go. Let me turn that bad boy down. There we go. Up to here. And we'll only do 2 that side for now. And then we'll kind of bring this down to the shoreline. So even though we're going to have a highway connection, we'll still utilize the water. And I think that would be to do with the cargo exports. But for that, I really do need to build up like an industry or something like that. So we'll get this coming through. And this will just kind of pass over. And I think we'll eventually turn the highways into, like, you know, put them in the air. Skyways, as we're going to call them. So I do have a little bit of money. I can buy a few little bits of land. It's not too much. So at least it gives us something to work with, right? I'll buy a couple of chunks here. There we go. There we go. There we go, boys. And that enables me to work a little bit more with what I currently got. So let's get this highway connected as a nice little runoff. So if we continue this going straight, I don't want to go in too much of a straight line because then the whole thing will be gridded, and that's not kind of what I want. I do want some type of bends and whatnot, and I think that's where we'll probably incorporate that to bend down or something like that. But at least I got my main little setup to begin with anyway. So highways then, for now it's just going to be very, very simple. Very simple. And if I pick, right, let's come off about, right, let's come off there, and we'll filter the highway into this. So we're gonna, which is the, that's the side it's coming down on. So if I bring that to there, is that about right? No, it's over. Do you know, it's easier to do like this, that, and then flip it back around. There we go. And then we get this all hooked up then. So it is managing to do a 2-lane road. So if I went down to there and then with the Anarchy selected, it's not going to like me doing that. Let's turn the Anarchy off. I think the easiest thing to do is, well, try and attempt to go bam and bam like that, and then flip it round. And then just push this up. Ooh, hold on, undo that bit there. Oh, it's gonna be a real tough cookie, this one is, isn't it? Right to there. So again, this is just a placeholder road for now. So don't get it twisted. Don't get too crazy. It's just to kind of bring us in to this region, so to speak. So, we've got that down then. We already are losing money. So I actually should pause it, shouldn't I? Because every penny helps right now. And because we are going to have some traffic issues leading up to this, we'll just get it all pretty much straight there. So, placeholder. Don't worry about that. It's just for now. So then I want to create something special. And if I change this into that type of road as well, because that can run down this way. And if I run this road, why are we all now going crazy? There we go. Run it down by 40. Run this up by 40 as well. So we get in the solid straight road that comes down, and we can do, it kind of breaks what will then potentially be the grid into something a little bit different. So if I ran, for example, this road then against the grain just there, I'm trying to create what will be my little port area. But then again, I need a little bit of space, don't I? Because I gotta build stuff on it. And really, I want a smaller road. So don't go mental with that boy. So if I start here then instead, And if I run it to there, and then if I run like this to here, and then where does that connection come into play? So it comes in at 18 by, alright, we'll just go 17 for there. There we go. So that bends around, and I can really then push the shoreline against it, which would be pretty cool. We'll then go for a slight... We'll go for a slight diagonal road at that point. Or do I keep that there for now? I think I'll keep this there for now. And then we'll pick a point where our big 4-lane road cuts into it. So if I came up by 30... And then wherever this chooses to meet, so if I come up by 20, well, I'm a bit too close over, aren't I? There we go. So let's try that one again. So that's a 14 by 14, and then straight down. You get the gist of how that is then going to be going against our shoreline section, which is pretty good. So I can't wait until we have it all set up. So I'm going to completely redo this whole highway and maybe have a couple of like one probably like, you know, runs this way around, one cuts through that way, shortcut. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but definitely got some big plans. Big plans. Right. So that's down to the shoreline then, where we would potentially have our little dock area. It could be export area, could be a fishing industry. There's no limits to this. I'm gonna do all type of industries, or woodland, oil, fish, mining. So we got plenty of stuff that we could potentially do with this series anyway. So that's all good then. That's all said. We got a nice little cut through there to push in that direction, which will then eventually continue and then run parallel with that road. And that would come down here and maybe kind of cut down that way and run parallel with that road. So the road layouts are there. They are pretty much there. So I think we should slowly start to get people moving in, right? I think so. So let's designate residential. We do a, hold on. A 4-strip of residential, and then we do a 4-strip of commercial. We are going to need that little bit of industry, aren't we? We kind of are, so while they build that up, I think I'll build a nice little area for it. So let me just go to the water first and start there to there. So pushing the water over that way. There we go. And I think for now we'll drop in some water towers, because they're cheap to utilize. So let's place it there. And for the sewage, we'll just have to dump it out for a moment. So if I place you there, and then push that up to there. Right, put it into play mode then. And again, I don't know the angle I have to take with building a snow map, so I'm going to kind of allow the issues and problems to arise on their own, and then I'll fix them as time goes on. Right, with that said, let me extend this road here all the way up. Right, I'm going to extend it to about there, and then where this connects... Well, it would be about there. I'm gonna upgrade this road then to be like this, to then delete that. And how would it look if I went... Right, where's that? We're doing 8 by 8. Bam! If that went like that, and then we just create a cutting beforehand, because I can do something on this side. So my little cutting beforehand, is there a nice little point that it will pick for me? No, not really. We'll make our own. We'll come up to here. So stick it out by 10. So 8 by 8. There we go. So that's how that little section there will run. And then we got this nice little corner bit here where I could potentially build out into a little dock area and do something where it's passenger, where it's cargo, fishing. It could be anything. The potential is there right now. So we need power. Power, power, power. And what do I go with to begin with? Do I stick it to clean wind turbines? These advanced wind turbines, they're a little bit more money. They're definitely a lot more upkeep, but they do produce a little bit more power. I don't know what we should be utilizing the most. I could go with an oil plant maybe. Right, let me pause it one more time again, because we're going to try and quickly now work with some type of industry grid over here. So if I came up to, is that about there? No, one more, and that is then the cut. So by 40, well, we have to anarchy that, right? Bam. There we go. So this is our makeshift industrial grid we're going to go with for now. This is where we're going to initially place it. It probably won't stay here because it's near the waterfront. So it probably won't stay there, but we'll just see. We'll just see anyway. And this will be a good place then to drop in something like the coal plant. So yeah, squeeze it in. I'll go here. And we'll drop down now some industry, which I'll throw in there. And then we'll get the roads connecting up. So the road, if I brought it out by 20, brought this out by 20, and this out by 20, I should be able to get a nice bend into it. So a 6. Alright, let me see if I can do this. 6. Alright, 6 by 7. It is quite a tough one to try and accomplish. 8 by 10. Okay, we'll go with that. 11 by 13. It's a little bit over, but you know what? It still works. It still works for us. So we'll go with that then. And that allows us to have a couple of little side roads that lead down to the industrial area for now, which should be pretty good. And then we need to obviously, of course, hook up the power situation. So we'll just take it from here real quick, push it down to there. That's where I'll go with it. So that should give it the power that it needs. We need the power for the sewage over here. So what I'll do for this, I'll just quickly drop a little wind turbine next to it. So we have the power, we have the water. When they start complaining about it's too cold for them, then we start doing all the heating. But look at the houses. They're kind of cool, aren't they? It's all snowy, boys. It's all snowy right now. Okay, sweet. Let's give them a little bit of leisure then. So let's see what we've got here. Snowman Park. That would be pretty nice, wouldn't it, to kind of squeeze this down? So why don't I kind of put it right on the corner just there. A small little park there for the little kiddie winks. They can go to and, you know, have some fun in the snow, because I feel like it's going to be quite an isolated living to begin with, because there is literally nothing. Yeah, it just feels really isolated. I don't know if anybody else gets those vibes, but I kind of do. I kind of do right now. Right, let me kind of bring up this. There we go. Right, sweet. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So the industrial has got what it needs. We haven't had anybody move in yet, have we? I see no vehicles apart from this one. Is this now, you know, initially, is this our first vehicle? Who are you? Who is inside? The Amity residence. Owner, P.S. Clark. Oh, that was kind of close to, you know, P.S. Dixon from Fishtown. But more importantly, the Amity residence, last name Clark. Get out of here, boy. Who do you think you are? With these... Oh, no, there's somebody over there. Who are you? You're Earl Smithson. Smithson. Is there anybody else? You've been here first. I see nobody else around. I think you are the first person, Earl Smithson. Do we class him as our founding father? I don't know. Earl Smithson. Earl Smithson. I can't even say his name. Oh, that's terrible. That's shocking, Seniac. Absolutely shocking. But there we go. We got our little layout all up and running. Oh, look at the cargo. Even the cargo ship is snowy. That's cool. That's cool, boys. So yeah, we got our kind of initial grid layout all set up at the moment. Oh, the water needs power as well. Come on, Seniac. Get it together, boy. So I'll push this up to here. There we go. Right, you've now got the water. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. So we need to turn a profit, basically. We need to make a little bit more money, but the demands aren't really there just yet, so we kind of have to take that slight little hit. But we've got the little layout, which is looking good. Everyone's slowly starting to move over here. And as they move, more and more people move in, then the more and more demands I get, the more demands I get for stuff that costs me money, is what's going to happen right now. But yeah, they are definitely here right now, which is looking pretty good. I like it. I like it. So, the money I'm losing a week is slowly coming down, but now they're going to start complaining about they're wanting a police station, which of course costs me money. So let's go for a nice small one to begin with then. So, policing, police station. What other variations we got? That is a capacity of 10. That's a capacity of 10. These are all the jails that I don't want to throw down just yet. Anyway, now we'll just go with this nice small one. So drop it there by the commercial area. Got some police force down right now, which would be really good. And I gotta think about doing a city park. That is one of the... What's the word? It's one of the things we do in these series. We always create a park and name it after our founding father, and we're gonna name we're gonna claim the founding father was Earl Smithson. So yeah, take that. So I need a nice little area. Now I've always done them kind of fairly small in the past. So I think I might, while we've now got technically the room, go a little bit bigger, and I think I might. If I brought this down here, and that road there will eventually merge with this road. So I could go for a straight road up, which goes against what we're creating with these grids. But, you know, it mishmashes and creates a little bit of character as these roads merge. So I think, if anything, they don't merge. This road kind of bends round like that does, and that one will then just cut into it. I think that's probably the way I'm going to eventually do it. But this big section here would be perfect and ideal for a little city park. Yeah, that would be really good. It's around all this area. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah, I like it already. I like it already, but I've also got to be aware of there's a highway here that'll eventually bridge over to it, so I do need the space for the highway. That's if I do it with a highway, because I could always, you know, elevate this up and over and then have a highway somewhere else. You know, here, going across, I mean, it's quite a long one. Or going across there. So there's always ways we can do it. We'll have good public transport as well to reduce the amount of traffic going over. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun. So we'll keep this to a park then. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll have to move the park. And let me paint this then. So King Hill, it's calling itself. But of course, we will now know this park as Earl Smithson Park. Oh, Smithson Park. He will be so proud. He'll be so proud of his achievements. Oh dear God. And what we'll do then is we'll set up it with trees and we'll create this as the entry point if you come via car, because there's our ski trails there to set up for seeing all the good stuff. I can't wait till we eventually get all that stuff done. But yeah, let me upgrade that. Should we go quite chunky? That's way too chunky. There, maybe. Do you reckon I can get another one in? How's that? Alright, let me delete these. Right, let's do it this way instead. So, upgrade you. Nope, definitely not to that size. So we go for a double car park system. It looks slightly a little bit wonky, doesn't it? I don't know, it could be me. Unless I concrete this area real quick. There you go. Looks a little bit better. A little bit better. So, there we go. The park. So, a little city park. And then the entrance. I always forget you can't put the entrance right there. So, what I'll do then is we'll come up by 3 straight down. So, the car parks are just there in the middle. Let's concrete this section over. And then we drop it, which is technically not smack bang in the middle, which is really annoying. But I can move it over to B. And there it becomes the entry point then. So we got the little car parks down. So people can drive over here, park up, go explore the park. I've gone a little bit OTT with the parking. There's a lot of car parking there. So I mean, it's best to be safe than sorry, right? I think it is. And parking. Does that fit in as one? Do you know what? It actually does. It does, but it's now officially covered in snow. Let's see how the cars park in that. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize it did something like that. So you got these big snow sections there. So I wonder how it would look when cars actually do park in there. That would be quite interesting. But I'm hoping this park will now start to generate us a little bit of cash money moolah. Now, we got somebody who has passed away, who has died already. That's not good already, boys. That is already not a good sign. So, do we do the heroic crematoriums at the park entrance? That is one sight to see when you go to the park. I don't think I'm gonna. I might, okay, just for now, put it there. And we'll do the medical center. And I might as well do the fire depot, brigade, station, whatever you want to call it, as well. Just so they've got everything they need there, and then, you know, it can leave me to build. So, with that said, let's now get the side entrances set up for the park. Right, so... So, we do want a couple of entries, obviously, because we want to make it... As much as we want to make them come to this section and park, we also want them to walk through it because it generates us money as a little short walking distance. So if I just go with one either side, just keep it nice and simple. And if I then... Alright, go out by 3. Out by 3. And if I create... just a rectangular section like that, and then feed off it, and then create a little bend there. Why does that look kind of funky? I don't think I like that one being here. Alright, put that there instead. Which will enable me to do something like that. Right, I'm going to put one down here. Alright, that's as far as I'm going to take it all. That's literally so I can do something like this. Like there. Do you know, I feel like we could get away with a couple more. So if I did one there and one there. If I make it as accessible as possible. Alright. 8 by 8. And then we could generate a lot of money from people just walking through the park to get to where they need to. Now, it looks a little bit crazy, but once we got all the buildings around it, all the stuff fitted in, trees and whatnot, those weird looking lines will slowly integrate and disappear from within it. So nobody's actually come over here yet, have they? No. Right, let's get a couple of park plazas in there. So get one there, one there. We got little cafeterias, little park cafes. There and there. We have the restrooms by the cafes, because obviously once you have a drink, you need a poop. We got the info booth, so we'll go with one just there, and we'll go one there, centralized. We have the chessboards. One there, one there. We have the nice little gazebos we can have lying around. And get these ones as well. The other colour. We got the climbing frame, which I don't know how much climbing the kids are going to be doing in the snow. And we got the flower beds as well. Is it flower beds? No, it's trampoline park, isn't it? Yeah. Flower beds in there? What are you talking about? So there we go. That fills up quite a lot of stuff there. But obviously we want to get a bunch of trees in there too. Now I gotta all my power. I gotta not use the word big boys, even though I just said it right there, to get trees down. But let me just quickly go straight over there with the water. And it does need power. We'll get that in just a moment. So trees. Ooh, we got these conifers. These might be a better solution. Trick down a bunch of conifers instead. Through the park. See, that's better. And what I'll do, I'll bring this right down. Do a row of conifers there. Do a row of conifers there. And fill that little section in with conifers as well. Upon the entry point of our little park. But that will look really good once we got things all built around it. In Earl Smithson Park. Nice. So hopefully peeps start heading over there very soon. We have... Right, we now have issues with garbage. But before I do anything with that, and I need to get the power over to the park. So let me just do a strip of commercial just there. And we do all this residential. And that's one way to bring the power over nice and easy. And let's sort out the garbage issues then. So what should we go with? I could do a landfill site. I could do an incineration plant. But they're expensive in a time where I'm trying to save money. I could do a large incineration plant, but that is a lot we're using 20. Well, we're producing 20,000 units at the minute. I don't want to do any transfer facilities just yet because I don't really have any. I don't want to do a modded one. Pollution-free incinerator. Recycling center. Where's my large one? Large, like I said, 72,000 units. That will work for us at the moment. So I'll place that down first. A large one. That will take all of our needs to begin with. The park has its power. I'll up the ticket price as well. So we can maximize the revenue coming out of it if they do start going through there. And we are now reaching our maximum power levels. Great stuff. So do I just go with the solar planet instead? How much is it? It's 80,000. It can produce a lot of wattage for us. But I'm already like spending a gazillion dollars. Oil plant. Should I just go for another coal plant for now? What's the... how much it costs? See, 560. Yeah, I'll go with that for now. It's another coal plant. Yeah. Right, so that will give us all the power then. The garbage trucks should be on their way doing their things. Let's have a little fast forward then and get things rocking and a-rolling for us. Things should be moving quite nice. Or pushing at least in the right direction. We're losing 3,000 a week, but it is slowly coming down. Now into the 2,900s. The park, not really making that much money. But once we give them more reason to walk through it, it will. We don't really have the residents for that size of park. Well, I've got it in anyway, just ready for us, boys. So at some point they will complain about, you know, their buildings are too cold. But we don't have that need just yet, which is good for us. Because it's another expenditure that I got to throw out there. We're slowly starting to get our industry demand back up. So let me check out the unemployment now. 15%. So yeah, I could do with a few more jobs then. And then we'll need to start educating them as well at some point. So go all the way over with that. The good thing is I ain't got to worry about exporting because they can literally just drive out on the highway at the moment, which is good. So I ain't got to worry too much. These houses are so snowy. Even the cars have snow on them. It's so cool to see. And oh, there we go. There's a couple of there's cars parked in the snow. It does look good. I will, you know, I'll admit it. It does look kind of good. There's snow everywhere. Look at the kids right now jumping on this. Oh, I never noticed that there. The little tweety thing. That's hilarious. Right, okay, so we're down to losing 2,600 a week at the moment. We're slowly bringing in the funds. Let's get rid of these traffic lights for now. And just there. Just to kind of keep the traffic semi-flowing. Until we sort out a better system of how we're using the highways. We gotta sort out, you know, a really good system. And we gotta plan it as well, because if I do start doing bridges across, we really have to make sure that we've got the room for it. I reckon a bridge can go straight across just there. Yeah. So much terraforming I gotta do. Oh, look at the pollution. You barely notice the pollution that much, do you? Because how icy cold the water is. So that's hilarious. Anyway, we are building up those demands, so the expansions can continue. And, right, so we'll do a strip now. Going down here. Because it'll be a way of I can incorporate some residential around the park. But let me also sort out as well where this road is gonna go. So if I pick that there as being the road line, 8 by 8. I could do that. That doesn't look too shabby. And also it looks like it could be a strip for something. Like, I don't know, a highway runs down it? No, I don't think so, because it's so close to that. But yeah, it gives me the space to play with, which is good, man. I like it. I actually do like where this is now heading. So not everywhere is a main road. Like, that doesn't become the through road to go up there. That is, and it's the 4-lane road. That doesn't become a through road down to there. You know, neither does that come up to there. So there's not one solid road that should be filled heavily with traffic, which is is what I'm trying to go for. So we don't have many issues. But we'll see. We'll see collectively what happens. But let me just get some more residential now in. So I'm going to go for this whole little section there as being residential. And this one as well. And that now might start incorporating people walking through the park, which would be pretty handy for us. That will be pretty handy, because it will then start to generate a little bit more funds coming in, a little bit more revenue. Does the water go all the way down that way? No. So let me just pause now for a quick hot minute. Delete those water pipes. Push that down. There we go. Nice. Right, okay, so we're starting to get that commercial demand again. We do have our little strip, which I think will now run the strip down here as well. Because this will be good now then, because like I said, when we get in the residents on the other side of the park, and there's some commercial here, they will then walk down to it, through the park. So it will create that little demand for pedestrians to walk to and from the, with the park in the middle, and then we charge them a fee. Obviously, that's kind of how it works. Right, this is pretty cool, man. I'm liking how this is now coming together. We have a really good start at the moment. We do really have a good start. So this could turn into something so damn beautiful. So damn beautiful. Right, we keep the momentum racking and rolling. We've now brought the deficit down to losing 1,100 a week. The park slowly starting to up its revenue, which is pretty good as well. We're up another $100 there. We're now down to $700 we're losing a week. We might break even very soon. But we need more power. We definitely do need more power right now. So we've got to find another alternative to using those oil plants. Now, I know we could potentially use the geothermal plant, which produces at 80 megawatts, but I'm producing 80 right now. I could then switch over to oil, which adds an additional 120 megawatts. Or how much are the expenses? Damn. Or I could use solar. Potential 160. Right, I'm going to spend 80,000 on some solar panels there. That produces electricity, but then it puts our deficit all the way back up again. But for the, I should have power a little bit longer now when I continue the building, which would be a good sign. So let's potentially plan one more. Let me pause a second, because that is not going to go exactly. Oh, there we go. That's exactly how I want it. I've just got to. There we go. It's a bit funky. Maybe I instead. Yeah, and then bend it that way. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. 7 by 8. Oh, okay, that's better. See, that now works. That's definitely a lot better. It's a long strip of road, isn't it? Going all the way down here. It really is. But we'll squeeze in now again our residential. There we go. All the way up to here. I think I'm going to turn this into a small little shopping district to begin with. Because then it will be, for now, the industrial area will not remain there. But for now, it will be the buffer between the residential and the industrial area in terms of pollution. We throw down some commercial in the middle. And then we just keep building upon it. And then hopefully the park should obviously have more people walking through it. It's a never-ending cycle of trying to make that sweet cash money moolah. You know what I mean? And that's how we're going to have it working. So they're complaining about not enough water. And that's because I don't have enough water. So put another little water tower just down. That solves that issue. And then we'll finish this little area up now then with some more industrial. So we got the demands rocking and rolling. And technically now, we should break even. If not, start making some slight profit. With the park is now leveled up because we've got the amount of visitors coming in. Which, look at that. Look at the money we've got coming in right now. Which will just continue to grow. And finally, we just broke even then for a split second. And we're fighting it. We definitely are fighting it. But as the population continues to grow, the money continues to come in. And now we are officially making profit each week, which is good. We definitely need that. We definitely need that. So I think moving forward then, we've got to start thinking about our first industry to make money. Now, I know we got this type of industry, but I'm talking about, you know, like a fishing industry, a ore industry, a mine industry. Just so it's something that we can get going that can start generating us some sweet exports, which will then eventually fund our ski resort in the mountains, which we got to do some terraforming to create some really nice ski runs. But it's definitely going to be something pretty cool. This series, something that I've never done before, so I'm quite excited about it getting all up and running as well. Yeah, we're making tons of money right there. What's the unemployment like anyway? 4%. So we'd have to start educating people soon at some point as well. But it's all slowly but surely it is coming together right now. Slowly but surely it's coming together, guys. I hope you are enjoying this and want to see more of this series of SnowTown, which I just realised I need to rename. SnowTown. Boom. Nice. If you do want to see more of it, guys, please smash that like button down below. Subscribe so you're notified when that next episode comes out. But I'm loving these cars parked in the snow. Loving it. And at some point we will sort out the highway as well once we, you know, fully understand and know where it's going to go. But until next time, guys, I will see you all soon. So, good. Bye-bye.